beautiful wayward souls. I hope you're all doing well. I'm a little bit under the weather today, but I'm more than happy to do this reading, and yeah, I would just love to help you guys out if I can. This reading is going to be about what do you need to let go of and start doing in order to move forward through life and raise your vibration. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can pause the video and meditate if you need to see which pile resonates for you, and we'll get to the reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. We're going to start with your oracle cards to see kind of what's going on with you and what messages are coming through from Spirit. So we have your Spirit Guide card deck. And okay, we have Stand Your Ground. Standing your ground is an empowering confidence, building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you'll be the victor. Then we have Discipline. Much can be accomplished now through discipline. Set up a routine and abide by it. Great rewards follow. I'm definitely getting that a lot of you are a little more in your head and you're not, it's hard for you to be in your body and really feel like you're in your body. A lot of you are empathic people, I feel, and you think a lot. You have a very active brain and you have all these ideas, and I think you would benefit from like honing in and being into your body and kind of being more present and learning to find ways to ground yourself so you can kind of navigate what it is you're trying to manifest or where you're trying to go in life. It'll be easier when you learn to just ground yourself and to take things a bit slower and try to be more in your lower chakras versus your upper chakras, because when we're in our upper chakras, we're very mentally stimulated. There's a lot going on. We're getting in a lot of information. But if we don't have strong lower chakras, that groundingness that holds us into the physical world, we're not really going to know what to do with all this information. It's just going to flood our brains. So that's definitely something that could really help you. I would try getting out into nature more as well, and finding ways to add a little more structure to your day. Not to overwhelm you, but try to do, 1 or 2 things a day that you feel will help you versus like 10 different things, if that makes sense. This card is from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, and it's all just beautiful affirmations that can help you get through life. So, I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. That is going to be your affirmation for this reading. Now we'll get into the tarot cards, and I have the Light Seers Tarot. It's my favorite one to work with. I know I keep hearing I need to buy some more decks because I feel like I need more variety in my career. So that is on the shopping list. Okay, pile 1. Oh wow. We have the Hanged Man. That just popped out. What do you need to let go of and start doing in order to move on through life? What do you need to let go of and start doing in order to move on through life? We have the World, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Moon card. And then the bottom of the deck energy is Knight of Swords. I get this energy that a lot of you don't like stagnation. A lot of you love excitement and things constantly happening around you. You probably, if you've been through a spiritual awakening, you probably dove head first and went way into it, which is good. Like, that's fine. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but you dove right into it and you're all about that spiritual awakening and you love transforming and changing and taking it all in, and you're a very spiritually evolved person, I just feel like there's a difficulty in being grounded in reality. And also, there's like, I feel like you have a hard time being in a place for like one place for a long period of time. Like, you feel this need to constantly be evolving and running to the next thing. And I think Spirit's trying to tell you to actually slow things down now. And there's this need to, like, there's something about the home life or like your internal state, like more intimate. There's something here that has to do with like your internal being and your home life. And because I feel like you're always out and about and you're out doing things, and there's this need to really go inward. And I feel like a lot of you have a hard time going deep into your emotions. Maybe you've resisted shadow work for a long time. And I'm not here to prescribe anything to anyone. If shadow work is really uncomfortable for you, I totally understand. I have a moon in Scorpio, so I loved shadow work. I thought it really helped me. But we're all different. We all need different things at different times in our lives. But whether or not you do shadow work, there's also just a need to be more in tune with how you feel emotionally, and like there is some emotional depth here that is preventing you from having a more grounded, stable foundation within yourself. And you might benefit from actually just addressing what's going on internally for you, because I feel like yes, you usually feel this fiery, happy energy, and you're experiencing all these amazing situations and these really cool things, and you're spiritually evolving. But there's definitely this need to, because I feel like your home life could use a little bit of work. I feel like there's something going on in your home life that requires you to really tune in emotionally. Um, maybe the place hasn't been cleaned in a while. Maybe you're not getting along with the family members or whoever you're living with, or maybe this is more like your physical body. Like, you could be very spiritually evolved, but you're having health issues and things like that. And a lot of the times when we have emotional buildup within our body and it's not being released or expressed, it does build up in our body, and it can create physical ailments within our body. Because we do have this energy body and this ethereal body that kind of coexist, and the ethereal body is our energy. It's part of our soul, and it moves within our body and without. And that energy, if connected to our emotions, if that energy becomes out of whack, so will our body, and vice versa. So there's just this need to really tune in with your body and ask your body what it wants, because a lot of you resort to asking spirit guides, tarot, your intuition, your third eye, a lot of this upper chakra stuff. But yeah, there's this need to really tune in to your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, because there's a lot of murky, deep emotions that you weren't even aware of that's in there. And you would really benefit from allowing them to come up and release them. And if you're going through some really tough stuff and you need like a therapist or some sort of professional, get yourself that help, because you love, I know that you love yourself and you want good for yourself. And I just feel like there's a bit of a fear in going in this direction, because it's a little harder to look within than to kind of look out externally. And yeah, I just think that would be the best thing for you, is to learn to take things slow and kind of go inward and find inner peace. Because I feel like your life is kind of entering a weird period of suspension. We have 5 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the 4 of Wands in reverse, and Death and Rebirth. Yeah, so your life is in this weird period of suspension right now, and it's really calling you, and Spirit's calling you to kind of go inward and figure out what exactly it is that you want and where you want to actually direct your energy, because I feel like you have so many different things that you want to be doing right now, and it's kind of hard to decide what that is, um, when you're not tuning into yourself and your body, because your body has messages for you. We do have some conflicts going on, and I don't know if that's just internal, because I feel like some of you are not living in a very happy, healthy family situation. And I feel like whatever you've tried to build with these people or these relationships, like there's certain people in your life that you've tried to really build with, that you maybe on the surface level you guys work together really well, but there's like this deep internal authentic you that I guess is not quite compatible. And you might find that there's going to be a separation in that, and letting that go. And this can be very scary, because I feel like there is a structured like home life or family life that is going to be, it's probably going to be ending for you with the tower, and then the four of wands is like stability and weddings and christenings, but in reverse it's like that's ending, that's coming apart. And then we have death and rebirth here. So a lot of you are going through this crazy transition of getting in tune with yourself on a deep deep level, and understanding what your needs are, who you are, in comparison to other people. Because empaths can get easily stuck in other people's energy, and even though we have the same interests and things like that, we may not know exactly what we should be doing, because we're so used to being in tune with other people that it's easy to get influenced by other people. And so it's really just about tuning in with you and getting to know you on a deeper deeper level, and allowing those deep heavy emotions to come up. I feel like a lot of you are kind of, yeah, like a lot of you are like fighting your emotions, and you're fighting against the grain, the conflict, and you're trying to really just keep the peace with people. But yeah, your soul is really calling you to be authentic with yourself and do what you need to do for yourself. By the way, I apologize about my voice. I am like a little under the weather. So my voice is a little rough, but I'm still happy to be here. Got the Nine of Wands in reverse that popped out while I was shuffling. And Chariot in reverse. And the Sun card. Okay. And then bottom of the deck energy now is Ten of Swords. So yeah, it seems like, yeah, like what you've been building is it's kind of half structurized, if that's even a word. It's like the structure of like the life you've been creating for yourself is kind of disorganized. It's not quite solidified. And I feel like you're so used to like getting advice from other people and learning from other people that like now it's time for you to be your own spiritual teacher, essentially, because I feel like you're doing all these things and you're trying to build stuff up, but you're not quite sure what's going to make you the most satisfied in life. And with the Chariot in reverse, this is like, you might even find that and with these conflicts that are going on, once you tune in with how you're actually feeling, you might find that you need to take a new direction in your life, because what you've been trying to build isn't working anymore. So there's definitely a lot of things that you may need to let go of in regards to like relationships, or even like a lot of you, if it's not relationships, it's like you have, like with this card here, you have all these different parts of your emotions and your inner being that you're kind of ignoring, and you're pushing forward to reach for like the light, which is like enlightenment, but you're ignoring all these other parts of you that kind of need your attention. And that's why what you've been trying to build isn't quite solidifying. It's not quite manifesting and coming into fruition, because you really do need to just focus on yourself and learn how to be more in tune with yourself. And we also have Justice, which is the card of karma. So, I feel like you're karmically supported, and some of you might be in a karmic situation, especially if this is in regards to unhealthy relationships and stuff. But your karma could also just be like, the lesson here basically is, like, not always listening to everyone else anymore, but like listening to you. And the Sun card is here because you need to start, when you tune into your body and then you start doing things that make you happy, your body is also a really powerful indicator into telling you what makes you like what is bringing you happiness and joy. So a lot of you also just need to be happy and have gratitude with what's currently in your life and what you're currently doing. And there's not always this need to grow and expand. Like, sometimes when we awaken too fast, it can cause ailments within our body. And then also, like, we start to abandon certain parts of ourselves that need deep emotional healing, or need that time to be still and grounded, and on the, planted on the earth. And it's not always healthy to try to transcend your own humanity, because that's why you're here. You're here to be a human. You're here to experience being a human with spiritual gifts. If you are a spiritual person, I feel like a lot of people in this reading are on a spiritual journey. But just remember that, yes, you are also human, and you can enjoy human things. You can go and have laughs. You can cry it out. You can enjoy things that you currently have with what you have now. It's not always about growth. Sometimes you just got to be present and you got to be still. A lot of you would benefit from learning about Taoism, that talks a lot about that, like fully taking life in and enjoying things. And it talks about stillness and surrender. And I think that would really benefit you guys at this time. Confirmation here is Nine of Pentacles, which is reaping what you sow. So putting in all the work for yourself in the physical world, taking care of your body, your health, your finances, like things of the worldly plane. Doing this will definitely, like, you're reaping the benefits. This is a card of success after working hard. And this is and I really feel like that's what's going to be coming for you when you learn to tune in with your body more and allow your emotions to come up and do the physical healing within your body and the physical, what's around you. Like, things of the physical world need your attention. Okay, pile one, I hope this reading helped you. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them in the comments. I truly hope this helped you out, and I'm sending you all the best on your journeys. Take care. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I apologize if my voice is a little scratchy. I'm not feeling that great today. But I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to help. So with that, this is your reading. We're going to start with your oracle cards and your spirit guide deck, and you have nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Then we have action. What's on your mind? It's time for you to take action. Once you take the first step, you'll know what to do next. Trust the process and get moving. I think some of you are planning to move into nature or like move out of the city, and I think this is confirmation that that's a great idea, because I think it would be nourishing for your soul. nature is one of the most healing things out there for us, because it is of the natural world. That is the true world versus our fake society that we all created. And when you're out in nature, it really brings your body and your being back into its natural state. If any of you haven't heard the term earthing, that's when you start walking bare feet on the earth, or like literally hugging trees, because you're actually getting healing prana from the earth, healing energy from the earth. And it's been scientifically studied as well now. So in case you didn't believe me, check it out. There's lots of videos on grounding and earthing if you're curious about it, but I would definitely give that a try. And a lot of you guys are earth angels, and I feel like nature really helps you connect even on a spiritual level, or deeper with yourself. And I think this action is about getting yourself to be in nature more. And if you're not planning on moving there, then it's about being in nature more, like spending more time in nature, getting to know yourself in nature. That's where I had most of my spiritual awakenings, was in nature. Yeah, so check it out. This last card is from the Universe Has Your Back deck, which is just beautiful affirmations. So, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Actually, I'll put this over here. And yeah, that's kind of just what I was saying. I was saying, like, when you're out in nature, it's easier to connect to source. It's easier to connect to spirit, because there's not all this distraction going on from the city or from other people and things like that. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. Oh my gosh. So this card fell out right away. Nine of Swords. Okay, Spirit, what does pile 2 need to let go of and start doing in order to move forward in life? We have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Fool. We have the Page of Swords. The Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. Pile 1 had this card. Let's see, what else? And then we have the Hierophant. I feel called to pull one more. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And your bottom of the deck energy is Four of Wands in reverse. Pile 1 also had that. So if you were drawn to pile 2, or if you were drawn to pile 1, maybe check that one out as well. But what I'm getting is a lot of anxiousness and a lot of, like there's something that's been holding you back. And I feel like a lot of you do have like a lot of past trauma in your life. And it's kind of made you, for a lot of you, it's hard to be emotionally in tune with yourself. And it's hard to trust spirit. It's hard to trust like the universe and like have that level of trust. Even like within yourself, I see a lot of internal conflicts. But you know in your heart that there's like this higher calling with the Hierophant here. Pardon me. I feel like a lot of you maybe grew up poor. You didn't really have a stable home life. And you're being called to do a lot of healing in regards to that. But you have this higher calling and you know about it, and it's like you want to study it. But I feel like I feel like you need to be able to trust yourself and to trust the universe in order to move forward. Queen of Cups is a woman who's, and this isn't about whatever, like, doesn't matter about genders, but this is a person who's represents feminine energy, who's emotionally in tune with themselves. And look how she just surrenders to the flow and is allowing and trusts that there's love and connection there. That's something that you need to heal within yourself and bring into your life more, is love and trust within yourself. And I feel like you've been guided to like do something else with your life that other people wanted from you. And it's brought in a lot of conflict and anxieties and things like that. Like, I feel like, or a lot of you have recently lost a lot of friends, you've lost a lot of people, maybe some family members passed away. And I feel like even though you've been trying to do better for yourself and some of you are on this spiritual journey, there's just been so much that's been in the way, and it's been a lot, and it's been overwhelming, and it's been chaotic. And that's why you are being called to get into nature. Because I feel like you've been very distracted by society and like, yeah, just like the societal world that we're in. So like, yeah, so like people wanting you to like go to college and do all this stuff, and like you have people expecting things from you, or you did, and you're too scared. I feel like some of you have been too afraid to really let people down and follow your path. But yeah, spirit's saying like, no matter what, you can't please everyone in life. You can't make everyone happy. And you really need to follow your truth. Some of you live in families that are very traditional, that have very outdated traditional beliefs about like marriage and going to college and things like that, and like just a lot of high expectations. And I feel like this is like ending for you. And I feel like moving away from society and moving away from all of this external beliefs about how you should live your life, I think that'll help you. There's something that you love doing, that you've been like wanting to study and learn about, and spirit really supports it. And in fact, some people in your life might actually be against it because they think it's taboo or unconventional, or it's not like a solid 9 to 5 career or something like that. But you know it's your calling because you're so interested in it. And even if like you forget about it for a while, whatever this hobby or passion is, you forget about it, or you don't do it every day or all the time, like it always comes back to you because that's part of your purpose in life, whatever that is. It's something that's very mentally stimulating for you, that every time you learn about it or you study it, you always feel so much more amazing and you feel more enlightened. Okay, Spirit, what does pile 2 need to let go of and start doing in order to move on through life? Sorry, I had like 10 cards pop out at me, but I feel like we need just a couple here. We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Lovers in reverse. Wow, a lot of reversals. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. The Ace of Swords in reverse. And then we have Five of Cups at the bottom. You would benefit from really developing your intuition a lot more. This is, yeah. You would definitely benefit from developing your intuition and trying to make more of a solid plan for your future. And this doesn't have to mean like it's going to be different than what most people expect of you, your future. And a lot of you don't quite know what that is, even though you do have this passion. It will involve whatever that is. Okay, but what's preventing you is definitely some unhealthy relationships. Or even the Lovers in reverse could also indicate that some of you are feeling very split within yourself. Part of you wants to do something or wants to stay with what's currently going on, and then another part of you wants to venture off into the unknown. And then and if that's not even the case, like when we go through life, we accumulate different kinds of trauma as we age. Doesn't matter what you've been through. We all have trauma to some level. And what happens is our consciousness splits into going to different directions because we're trying to decide what's best for us in life. And the thing about growing up is that we accumulate information from other people and from society that gets embedded into our brains and becomes beliefs and ideas about ourselves that aren't even true. And that's why a lot of us suffer with self-worth issues or like not quite being able to make decisions on things and stuff like that. But there's like a direction that you want to go, and you want to get there now, and you want to get there fast. And I don't think that will happen until you, ironically enough, when you actually slow things down and take a step back from other people's opinions, from society, from the busyness of like, if you're living in the city, like taking a step back and slowing down your life will very much benefit you. And it will help you ground yourself. It'll help you with the Knight of Pentacles here. This is someone who methodically moves towards their goals. And they're not necessarily in a rush like the Knight of Swords in reverse here. They know what's like, they know that where they're going is where they're meant to go. And along the way, they're collecting all this wealth or amazing experiences or healing, whatever it is, right? So taking a slower approach to life, being in nature more, helps you be in your own energy and helps you understand, especially if you make time to communicate with yourself and be in your heart space. And that groundingness of nature really helps you figure out what it is you want to be doing and where you want to go. A lot of you have suffered, I know you can't really see this card here, but I'll bring it in. Yeah, with the Five of Cups. A lot of you have suffered a lot of loss in your life, and I feel like a lot of you have tried to make things work that didn't manifest, that didn't work out. And I feel like some of you are not in the best mentality, maybe like scarcity mindset. But Spirit wants you to know that there's good things coming for you. And like life in general is going to have horrible experiences. That's why we're on this planet to learn and evolve as beings. But the best way to evolve and learn is to learn about ourselves and to allow healing for ourselves. But yeah, there's something, and there's like, yeah, this card is telling me so many things. Like there's this dream that you have that you haven't really been acknowledging, but it's something that fills you up so much, and I feel like you need to follow that regardless of what other people say and things like that. You might lose a lot of friendships following your path. You might lose a lot of connections, but you'll find the right people when you stay true to yourself. You'll find the people that support you and things like that. But also, this is a card of like being okay and coming to terms with that the fact that you have to let certain things go. And they're things that are very close to your heart, but they're not benefiting you anymore. They're not healthy for you anymore. And I'm not saying like cut out family and friends completely, but be with you a bit more and kind of take a step back and learn to follow you in your truth. I've had to do this, and still being on that journey of like self-discovery and going where I need to go in life. Like, you do lose a lot of people in your life, and that's because you're not playing a character anymore. You're learning to be who you truly are, and that will require letting go of people that no longer match who you are. They're not a resonating vibration to you. So as we go down this path of self-discovery and evolving and getting to know ourselves and healing, we discover that we've had certain connections that we're truly not compatible with, and sometimes we need to let some people go. So that's going to be a huge thing for you guys, but it's important to take action and follow this passion that you're feeling, because there's something here that is your purpose. It's within you. It's something that you really love doing, and it'll feel, when you tune into it, it'll feel very real and very, very warm and very accepting and loving, and like that's your purpose. A lot of you, it's spiritual teacher, or it's like some sort of communicator of knowledge or something. Like, some of you have so much knowledge inside of you, but you can't really tap into it because you've been so distracted for so long. And that's why nature is going to be one of the best things to do for yourself, is to go into nature and learn to be still and to be in tune with everything that's going on with you. When you learn to be still and connected and in nature, it's really easy to be real with yourself and to be honest with yourself. And I think that's something that you would really benefit from doing, is letting go toxic things and that used to bring you emotional fulfillment, and maybe people as well, and embracing a more stillness in your life and getting to know you and going out into nature more and kind of getting away from society a bit. And again, like, if you live in the city, go to nature as much as you can, like after work or any parks nearby. It will help you be in your natural state, and it will help ease anxiety and things like that. And it'll help you be more psychically in tune. I feel like some of you, like a lot of you are, it's just you don't know what to do with it because the world's life is moving too fast for you to even like comprehend what's happening. And I could feel that way at times. But yeah, taking a slower approach to life and learning to really just be with you more, and to heal a lot of stuff that you've had going on for you in the past, and never let that, and always follow your passion, never let that die out, because there's a purpose here, and it's something that even if you wanted to stop doing it, like, you couldn't forever. You would go back to it no matter what, because it's meant for you. It's something that you love doing. And if you don't know what that is yet, you will, as soon as you start spending time with yourself and being in the natural world. Okay, pile 2, that is your reading. I hope it helped. I'm sending you so much love and blessings along your journey, and I hope things go well for you. Take care. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I apologize if my voice is a little scratchy. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to do a reading for you. This reading is about what do you need to let go of and start doing in order to move forward through life and raise your vibration. So we'll start with your oracle cards. And the first card is the Spirit Guide deck, and we have Just Ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. Beautiful. Your next card is timing. Good news, events are unfolding in your life at the perfect time. You're right on schedule. Have faith. All right, this is definitely my group of manifestors. And if you're in a place that is very uncertain right now, just know that through a spiritual awakening and even through like manifesting stuff in your life, I've I've noticed this, like there's always periods of time where things are really uncertain and you have no idea what's going on. And you know what? Sometimes it's good to just ask spirit for some guidance. Listen to your intuition, but also trusting spirit, because there's even times in my life where I'm doing tarot readings on myself and I'm not getting any answers, and it's really because spirit wants me to trust myself and to trust that they have everything worked out, that everything's going to be fine, and it usually is. But in your case, I also just feel like reaching out to spirit will really help you, and just ask for what it is that you're needing. And then with timing too, like manifestation can take a while. It's not just about manifesting what you want, it's manifesting what you are. So your current vibration is what you will attract. So it's also about thinking about what kind of vibration are you in and what are you attracting. And it's not always about wanting, it's about knowing what you're worth and things like that. So if you want to move away to a new place, just think to yourself, it's meant for me to move away, instead of this needy I want to move away, because what you're attracting is this resistance to moving away, because you're in that resistance spot, or that resistance to what you're trying to manifest. But I think things are happening and unfolding the way that they need to, and you have nothing to worry about. And then this card is from the Universe Has My Back oracle deck, and it's basically just beautiful affirmations and things like that. So, I am spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. That's beautiful. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Yeah, so remembering that everything is spirit, everything is connected. Some of you, actually most of you, all of you, oh my gosh, are definitely light workers and healers, and you're really opening up to this kind of stuff. And yeah, trust is going to be a really big part of it. Trust and accepting that we are all beings of spirit, we're all connected, we're all a part of it. And honestly, like, you can be spiritual every day, even without having crystals and having tarot readings and all this stuff. Just knowing that you are connected to source and connected to the way of life, that is so spiritual in and of itself. And so if you do all those other spiritual things, whatever it is that your practice is, yeah, you're already spiritual, and you're doing enough. But some of you would also benefit from having more of a spiritual practice. So like a morning spiritual routine or an evening one, or a bit of both. Like setting up a spiritual routine to connect with spirit would really help you. A couple years ago, I decided to start channeling spirit through writing. And so every time I do like a morning ceremony, and sometimes in the evening, mostly in the morning, I'll get like a message written down from spirit every day. And that's kind of how I connect to spirit, is through writing and through tarot and other ways like that. But that's definitely a huge part of my routine, is writing things down. So it's about finding something that works for you and finding ways to feel connected to spirit, and finding easier ways for you to connect to spirit. So I guess finding what your psychic strengths are as well, because we have clairvoyancy, claircognizance, clairsentience, and clairaudience. So is it easier for you to feel spirit? Is it easier for you to hear or see things in visions, or just the world around you? Do you hear like phones ringing or dings? Like what are you hearing? Is that song that like person was playing in their car that just drove by, did that resonate with you? It's just about tuning into the world around you even, and seeing what messages you can get from there, and seeing where your psychic abilities are most strong. And yeah, claircognizance is clear knowing. So if you just have information come in and you're like, oh, I just know this now, that's claircognizance. Or clairsentience is feeling, and or do you get gut feelings, things like that, right? So tuning into yourself and feeling and finding the best way for you to communicate with spirit and be on your spiritual journey. That's what's going to really help you. We're going to use the Light Seer's Tarot deck because I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So what does pile 3 need to let go of and start doing in order to move on through life? What does pile 3 need to let go of and start doing in order to move on through life? We have the Devil in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Two of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands in reverse, what else? We have the Four of Pentacles, I feel like some of you are, and then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords, or King of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, yeah, there's been this really unhealthy relationship. I don't know why, I'm just really getting that. And maybe you thought they were soulmates, but they kind of left you in the dark. Maybe they abandoned you. Yeah, they weren't open with you. I'm getting like this person likes to party. They may have cheated on you too. Like they're just not a solid individual, and I feel like and they're very cold and emotionless, but they're very charismatic and flirty and fun and seductive, and I think they're really good at putting on a show. And I think that's what kind of lured you in. If this isn't about a love connection, some of you have this unhealthy habit that is stopping your emotions from being expressed. I feel like they're locked away. And whatever it is that you've been doing, this could be like smoking too much pot, or like drinking or something. Like it could be anything. It could be, for some of you, this is a toxic relationship. And there's just this need. Yeah, it's taking you away from truly feeling. I feel like you have a lot locked inside of you. But you also have a lot, there's this part of you inside that's been feeling depressed and feeling kind of isolated. And it's like, and I feel like you guys have been having like the wrong kind of fun to distract yourselves, like partying. I don't know why I'm hearing D&D. I'm hearing D&D really strongly. Maybe you met this person through something like that. Yeah, if this is something that you've recently been through too, like you've left a relationship that was very toxic, you definitely have your guard up, And I feel like there's this need to surrender. I feel like this person or whatever this is, it's been taking away your passion and joy. And yeah, it's been taking away your passion and happiness. And some of you, I think because you're very closed off, it's hard to feel spiritually connected right now. I need some clarifiers on this one. Six of Swords in reverse, Two Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers in reverse. And then we have Death and Rebirth. Yeah, there's been this need to really... Yeah, you've been struggling to leave a toxic situation or like an addiction. And it's making it really hard to balance out your life. Like you feel... Some of you have been feeling really out of balance. Maybe you guys are partying too much. Some of you are struggling with even like a love addiction, if this is like a toxic connection. And what needs to happen is you need to clear out what's no longer serving you. You need to clear out this toxic relationship or whatever habits that you've been addicted to, because it's holding you back. And it's stopping you from actually feeling connected to spirit. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Magician. Sorry. Yeah. And I feel like there's, like, when you're around this group of friends or partying, it's really easy to be into it, and it's hard to, like, when I tried to quit drinking and I would go and hang out with old friends that would love partying, I would find myself drinking because it's hard to heal from something and to move on when you're still stuck in that old identity of that life, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like an identity shift, and no longer seeing yourself as a person who's addicted to this, or no longer seeing yourself as someone who falls for assholes. And I feel like it's time to slow down from this party life, and it's time to really take a look and think about yourself and your life. The Queen of Swords is someone who is a very empowered woman who's, though she's been through a lot and she protects her heart, she knows how to set healthy boundaries because she knows she deserves better. And this is something that you need to bring into your life, is boundary setting and standing strong within yourself. Because I do see that, like, a lot of you are letting go of this or have, but it might creep back in. Like, you might find yourself like slipping with your addiction, like having it once in a while, whatever it is you've been struggling with. Or you might still be attracting the same kind of partners. And that's, like, we had the moon in reverse earlier, and that has to do with struggling to feel deep emotions, or like the intensity of it. And that could be reasons why, there could be something there, and there's reasons why you've been attracting this kind of unhealthy relationship or partners. and even like addictions and stuff like that. And by boundary setting and learning to be in your own energy, you'll find it easier to communicate with spirit with the Hierophant card here. This is a spiritually evolved person. And the Magician too is this is a card of manifestation and wanting to manifest and bringing that back to you guys trying to manifest your life. Boundary setting is going to be a huge thing for you in manifestation. Learning to be on your own, learning to think for yourself, learning to go against the grain. If everyone's out partying and you know it's killing your health and you know it's not good for you, then it's time to move on from that and to find other ways to fill you up in life. If this is a toxic relationship and this person is trying to reach back or keep you, try practicing cord cutting. So imagine an energetic cord between you and this person. And imagine your fingers are scissors and you're cutting this cord between them, and imagine being in your own energy, because that will really help you. And there's someone that's meant for you in life, like a soulmate. A lot of you are craving a soulmate, a soul connection. And that's usually meant, if that's something that you're really passionate about in life, that is meant for you. But you won't be able to find the right person until you go through this self-discovery, this spiritual awakening, and listening to spirit when they have advice for you. Because this old version of you is dying. This old version of you is dying, and a new version is being born. And just learn to be okay to let this kind of stuff go. Because I grew up in a life of partying and booze and a lot of toxic stuff, and it's been really hard to like disidentify with that. Because I think, I can't remember if I mentioned this in this reading, but when you grow up, you start to build a different identity that's not authentic to you. And this comes from your most close external influences, right? Like family and friends, and then it's society and things like that. And we start to lose our authentic truth along the way. So I grew up in like a party life kind of family. Like we partied a lot, there was a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, and I found it really easy to be in that scene, like easier to be in that scene and see myself being that kind of person than someone who's a spiritual teacher. And it took a lot of work, and it took a lot of deconstructing that from my brain that I'm not a party person. Like, it's difficult to disidentify, but I think you would very much identify from that, and that's what Queen of Swords is representing, is cutting those energetic cords and learning to be in your own energy and getting to know your authentic truth. A lot of you would benefit from also tuning into your body more, because if you notice when you're partying or when you're around certain people, you might feel butterflies in your stomach, you might feel like upsetting things, and that's because your being is trying to tell you something, or you might get signs from spirit that you're meant to go in a different direction. And if you need help in this situation, I mean, obviously if you need like professional help, like counseling, or maybe you need, who knows, maybe it's a really bad situation and you need police involved, just do what you need to do for yourself. But spirit is here to help as well, and just pay attention and open your mind up and look around for the signs. Look out for synchronicities and symbolism and or sounds that you're hearing. There's been plenty of times where I've been thinking about something, and then literally I'll hear a song as I'm walking by or something, and it's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, it's crazy stuff. The universe is, everything's consciousness and everything's connected, and the universe is always trying to communicate with us, and it wants us to do better, because when we learn and evolve as individuals, the universe learns and evolves and expands as well. So it's all for It's all about that, and it wants best, and spirit wants best for you. So just stay open to that. Just keep following this spiritual journey because it's meant for you. And learn to be okay with the loss of this party life. You're a person who really loves fun. I feel that from you. You love fun. You need fun in your life. It's just about trying to find new ways to have fun, new ways to enjoy your life, and bringing that, manifesting that more into your life. Loving situations. Let it come from the heart space, and really, like, allow yourself to be in that loving, fun energy. When you're manifesting, it helps to imagine that you're already there, that it's already, like, whatever you're trying to manifest, that it's already for you. You're already here. You're already in a place where you're feeling happiness and fun. And it's all about kind of like how you feel internally, right? So doing like meditation manifestation will really help you. And guided meditations as well, because it helps change your brain chemistry over time. Meditation, and it helps deconstruct your false core beliefs about yourself and what you feel like you deserve in life. A lot of the times we have traumas that make us feel like we deserve less, and we might not even be aware of that. It could be totally subconscious. So it's just about deconstructing these false core beliefs and allowing yourself to feel worthy of beautiful stuff, beautiful situations. Okay, because you are worthy of living a good life. You are worthy of having love and happiness. And I know it's scary to let people go and to let things go, because we're a social species and we need that connection. But doing that for a period of time and getting intimate with yourself and knowing who you are, it'll be so much easier to manifest and to find people in your life that you truly relate to and love, and that are good for you. Okay, that is your reading, pile 3. I hope this has helped you. I hope this has brought the insight that you needed. And yeah, I wish you so much good luck and love on your journey. And I'm wishing you all the best. I hope things work out for you. Take care.